Hello, Mary from Mary's Home Sweet Home Creations is here showing you some sourdough rolls. I have not done a video about making rolls, so I decided today I would make rolls. So I'm going to show you what I do for that. Okay, so this is the same recipe I showed you before about the sourdough that I've been using for the cinnamon bread, cinnamon raisin, the garlic Parmesan cheese bread I've made. And so this one was rolled out. It was just a round one. Now, in the bakery growing up, my dad had a machine. It was just like a big cutter. And you put the dough in the pan, and then you put it underneath, pull the lever, and it would cut like this in there. I don't have one of those, so I used a knife, just like this one, and I cut this in sections. So the middle section's pretty even, but it had a little bit of excess here. So I'm going to go ahead and add those to the smallest pieces over here. And then when you roll these out, let's see if you could see me. Yeah, you can see me. Okay, so when you roll these, we're going to take one piece of it, and we're going to do it just like you would the bread. You're going to roll forward and use the heel of your hand to roll a ball. Now, it's smaller than a loaf bread, so you really have to work it a little bit more with your hand to get that piece rolling in and making it round. So once you work that in, so there's just a little bit of a tail at the end while the rest is round. It almost looks like a jellyfish to me, but that's just to me. See, it's shaped like that. Then that little tail is going to be down, and you're going to put that on the pan just like that, the round side up and the little tail underneath. So when it bakes, it'll just bake right in. Then you have one round roll. So you do that with all of them. And this sourdough rose after I'd mixed it and everything. I let it rise till it doubled in size, and then it rested here on the board for 10 minutes, and then I squished it down, cut it, and now I'm rolling them, and then they'll rise again, probably almost double. So then we bake them in the oven at 375 for we'll check them because they're rolls, maybe 20 minutes. You'll be able to tell. So that's what we're going to do. And then you take a pan for these. I'm going to bake them in the oven on a pan, and so you need to grease your pan. This one is an air bake, so they'd probably be fine without, but the recipe says to use oil, and I think that helps a little bit in the rising and keeping them soft. So that's how we're going to bake them off. So I'll keep rolling these. It looks like I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, more than a baker's dozen. 13's a baker's dozen. I'm going to get 14 rolls. So that's pretty good. Now, this is one recipe. So the other breads that I made is the cinnamon raisin and the cinnamon today. That was a separate recipe. It's the same recipe, but I made 2 batches. So it makes either 2 loaves of bread or 14 of these rolls. So I will come back and show you what they look like once they're all rose and baked off. Okay? Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to share with you one thing. You want to make sure you don't have too much flour on your board or on your dough. So like this one has a lot of flour, so you want to shake that off because it rolls better on the board without a lot of flour because you're trying to get it tight and rolled. Also, you can try a different method if this isn't working for you. And I'll show you what that is. You get all that flour off so you can. So if you take this little square and you fold it in the corners, okay, it kind of, and then you could do it a second time. It breaks up that skin part with the flour. So then you put that on the other side, and then you can roll it, and it will slide through better because now you have some stickiness to it a little bit, and it's going across the board without a lot of flour, and it works much better. You can get a tighter roll, tighter ball of dough like that. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. Also, tell you that bakers who have bakeries and that do bread a lot, like my dad was, he used to take 2 of these and be able to do 2 at a time. I can't do that. But it is interesting that some people who do it professionally end up being able to do that. So you could try it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And that's okay because I'm not making hundreds of rolls. If you were making a lot of rolls, you'd probably learn how to do that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, there they are all rolled up on the pan. I'm going to cover them and they will rise. This are my other 2 breads that I'm making today. The cinnamon raisin and the cinnamon, and they are under here rising up. They're doing good. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and these are the sourdough rolls all baked up. There's a couple that are a little bit littler than the others, but they all look pretty good. And I have 14, like I said. Over here, I have the sourdough bread with the cinnamon raisin, and one with the just cinnamon. And so that was 2 batches of the dough, 2 recipes of the dough that I showed you before. And so it can either make 2 loaves of bread or 14 rolls, or you can make 1 big round loaf or 2 baguettes with one of the recipes. Today I did 2 batches of the recipe, so that is what I have, and I think they're going to be very good. I hope you try it and enjoy your evening, day, or morning whenever you're watching this. And don't forget to come back again to Mary's Home Sweet Home Creations and see what else we're doing. On May 5th, we will be having a live Mother's Day craft gifts video. Well, it's going to be live, so come back to Mary's Home Sweet Home on May 5th at 3 o'clock and you'll see some of the ideas that you can do for Mother's Day. Okay, bye-bye.